Hey, now we are
now
back.
we have sound. That's how it works.
Yeah. So apparently you got to have it on for it to work. So it's pretty amazing.
We're professionals at this point now?
Next question. Okay, so we are back round 2 today at just a Games Day battle station. We thought we'd just get some people up here, play some games, test out a new equipment, just have a chilled out time.
Bit of a practice stream so we can get back into the swing of things as events are going to start kicking off again.
Yep. So we have got Duality of Death is our next scenario, and who's playing each other?
We got Sean Horton, and we have Khorne
Yep.
with the OBR.
Yeah, so Sean's playing like a Khorne with a K-On in it.
Scary.
Yeah,
Scary
it
big
is.
monsters.
It's pretty hectic. So I'll do a quick run through of his list, and then you can do a run through of Carwin's list if you want, because you know OBR a lot more than I do. You'd be the man.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Rightio. So Sean's list, he's got Archaon. So that guy speaks for himself.
Yeah, really. Archaon. Everyone knows what Archaon does.
Yeah, he's big, he's nasty. Then we have an Unfettered Fury Bloodthirster. So he can do a 6-inch, he has the ability to do a 6-inch pile in with his command ability as well. He can Dispel as well, so if that's a natural 8, he does D6 mortal wounds back onto that wizard.
I've seen that do some work, actually.
It's good, hey? It's just like a little added thing. You're like, oh, it's an 8, and then you have to remember that it's an 8. He's got he can use his command ability for free because he's got the crown.
Yep, that's awesome.
Yep. We have an Insensate Rage Bloodthirster, so obviously he does some exploding mortal wounds. Yep. His command ability is good, but I don't think it's going to be used very much. We'll see what happens. It's re-rolling ones to hit, I think. He's got a Slaughter Priest who has the healing. He's got another Slaughter Priest who's got Bronze Flesh. He's got a Blood Stoker and 3 units of 10 Reavers with a 2-handed axe and the Bleeding Icon. So he's also running a battalion called the Dark Feast Battalion. So in that is the Slaughter Priest with the Bronze Flesh and the 3 units of Reavers and the Blood Stoker. So the Blood Stoker gives +3 to run and also +3 to charge rolls.
Yeah.
And he's re-rolling wound rolls. Whoever he whips.
That's super good.
Yeah, and the Reavers from that battalion, basically, if they're wholly within 8 inches of the, I think it's the Stoker or the Slaughter Priest. Sorry, I can't remember which one. They get +1 attack.
Awesome.
So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Pretty simple list to run through.
Nice and easy. For the OBR, we have got a Catacross as a general. Big boy Catacross. So that's cool. Don't see too many of them.
Nope.
We've got Leech Cavalos with a Godbone armor, rather. So he's tanky. 2 up armor save. Ignores the first wound. He'll be re-rolling saves, I'd imagine, somehow.
Yep.
I think he gets that from Catacross.
Yes, I think so, yeah.
So yeah, he's going to be super tanky. He'll be doing a bit of work there. He's got 20 Mortec Guard and 2 10s of Mortec Guard.
Yeah, they're always good.
Yeah. There's just your standard bodies. He's got 5 of the Death Riders. He's got 1 Crawler, 1 of the Catapults.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That'll be a bit scary. I like to see them on the table.
Yep.
And he's got 2 of the Harvesters.
Ooh, yuck, the Armadillo.
So you'll see a lot of tankiness from these Mortec Guards. And
Yeah.
a lot of healing.
Especially with those Harvesters. They're really good for that.
Yes, this will be a really interesting game.
Yeah, awesome. So they're basically just running through their lists at the moment, telling each other little sneaky
Tricks and
sneaky tactics they could be doing, whether or not they remember them, because I never do.
Oh, I always forget them immediately. Then get caught out and lose the games.
Oh, and then you only have yourself to blame.
Oh,
So
for sure.
I think someone's saying hello to you in the chat, actually.
Oh, how are we, guys? Bit of Dennis love.
Yeah, a bit of Dennis love. Bendigo boys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're a great bunch, those guys.
They are a great bunch. I had an absolute ball with them at
Saggy.
Yeah, at Saggy Tea.
Geez, that was a good event.
Oh, it was. Oh, yeah. On the calendar every year.
Yeah, for sure.
People, please, if that's on next year, make sure you put it down. It was one of my favourite tournaments.
Oh, I see a message there from Hayden.
Where is he? Up the front
He's
there.
up at the back there.
Oh,
he's not even looking.
No, unfortunately. So we can see the objectives are down. We can see the Nexus sort of in the center of the table there. It's pretty good setup. I really like this table, actually. Like I'm liking the terrain. It really suits the mat.
Yeah, the mat's really cool too. I haven't seen any of those before. It's more like a cloth.
Yeah, it is. It's like a thin, yeah.
Yeah. I'd imagine it doesn't cost $1 million either.
No.
It'd be really good to be able to get a few of those.
Yeah. Yeah,
for
they're
your own
awesome.
personal collections.
So what are you guys doing? What's happening in your end?
No, I do not remember that, Luke, but was that a time we had a couple of drinks, or because I got a bad memory?
Yeah, turning off fire would be pretty nasty on your Ghoul King.
Oh, actually, I do remember that. Yes, that was actually terrible, and I still hate you for that one, actually.
Was that against rats? Or
No, Deepkin.
Oh, Deepkin.
Yeah, so I was wedged up in a corner, and I was just going to hop over some terrain, and he turned my fly off 2 turns in a row. So I was stuck just slowly walking out until turn 3 with the Deepkin. And I don't know if you know about Deepkin in turn 3, but they're pretty good.
Yeah. How many eels were in that list, Luke?
18? I feel like it was 18.
Yep.
It was a lot.
Are you still going to be using those bad boys, Luke, or are you moving on to something new or a different?
Oh, it was
army?
24, was it? Jesus. I don't think I killed more than 3.
Yeah, they're pretty hectic.
It was a rough time.
Luke's a good player too. He knows exactly how that army works. He's
Yes.
very efficient using it.
Yes, he is.
Normally games are over pretty quick from what I hear.
He's bad like that.
Oh,
Seraphon,
Seraphon.
eh? That'll be good.
Yeah, they're nasty.
Yeah.
They're nasty. Actually, I think there's only one Seraphon list here.
Yeah, we've got Nick Cambridge out with his Seraphon.
Yeah. So it looks like they're nearly ready to start doing some deployment. Carwin's going to be, he's just putting some models on some movement trays with those Mortec guards
Yeah.
to help him move around the table.
It's the one thing about having a lot of bodies is just moving them around.
Yeah, this scenario got a bit of a change up too when it was re-released, like the deploying only in the corners.
Yeah, that makes it very difficult, I feel.
It does actually, so you're sort of got to choose where you want stuff, what heroes you want near those guys.
You can,
Yeah.
you can be, one side can be targeted and sort of destroyed if the other person strong arms one side.
Yeah.
It can be a bit scary.
What do you reckon Carwin's going to do here? Do you reckon he's going to have like a harvester on each side with the units of Mortec guard and all on one side, or?
I think it'll depend on, I don't know who's got the most drops. I think Sean will outdrop him. So
Yep.
he's going to have more options to do whatever he feels like. So we'll see what Sean does, and I think Carwin might try and respond to it afterwards.
Yeah.
He'll throw down a couple of smaller units on either side just to have some presence,
Yep.
and then he'll sort of play into what he wants to do.
I reckon if that catapult goes all right, it's going to cause some dramas this game, especially since it's, heroes or battle line units holding the objective.
Yeah, if you can kill off a couple of heroes. Though Sean has some big old heroes.
He does, and they're quick. So, although OBR are really hard to get rid of too, but
They are very hard.
they don't like dying. I mean, they're already dead.
They're
but
already dead. But, they'll come back.
especially with those harvesters.
Yeah. Though one thing with this, the deployment, the side that Catacross isn't on will not get a heal from Catacross because he only has a 24-inch range.
Oh, okay,
so
yeah.
Nagash is the one that has the table wide.
Table wide, yeah. Yep. Well, that's a bit of a relief, I suppose.
So it'll be hard. He won't want to split them up too much.
No. So, just like a quick chat before they're still measuring out everything. They haven't set up the table quarters yet, and now there was some information recently about Lumineth.
Jeez, they look scary. They look very
There's a
scary.
fair bit of mortal wound output from I haven't read a lot. I've just read a little bit, and like most units have the capability of dishing out some mortal wounds. They've basically done a little bit different with Teclis, like the way that he can cast spells. Like he's guaranteed to get one off, and then the rules change with the more spells that he can cast, which is pretty unique. I like the fact that they've done that, but it's just a little bit extra that you have to remember. What else was there? I really like that character where he's holding up the swords.
Yes.
Yeah, he looks amazing.
He does look great.
Yeah.
I'm a bit upset with how Teclis looks.
I agree, yeah.
He doesn't do much for me.
No, unfortunately, I'm not attracted to the army in general.
No, not at all.
So,
Not at
but
all. I feel like I'm looking at World of Warcraft or something with the cows. Just looking at some Tauren.
they're odd, aren't they? Like, I think it's really conflicting when you're looking at them because I'm not really sure what or where like they're supposed to be.
Maybe with some different paint jobs.
Some
Because sometimes you
conversions.
see G-Dog models come out and you just don't look at them because of the paint jobs and different paint jobs.
Yeah, I think some people can do some wicked stuff with them. I'm looking forward to seeing some neat conversions or paint jobs with those guys for sure.
Mr. Nice Guy with Beast of Chaos, Joel. I don't know about that. I played you last tournament and I got rolled pretty hard.
Was that at Saggy T?
Yes, that was Saggy T, first game.
Ooh.
Bad way to start the weekend.
That's a submarine tactic.
It was, yeah. It worked pretty well until the last game.
Yeah.
And then I
Mr.
got KO'd.
Yeah.
Khorne got me.
Rightio. So I'm pretty sure people are probably sick of looking at our faces. So what we'll
100%.
do is they've just started deploying, if I can speak English. So we'll flick over to the table and see if we can just make up some trash.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Rightio. So we haven't discovered who player A or player B is yet. So that's the reason why their names aren't up there until they finish deployment. But it looks like
Sean's taken top side.
Yeah. Yep.
And Carlin's taken the bottom.
Yep. And he looks like he's got a unit of 10 Reavers down in the top left already.
Yeah, that'll be what that is. He must be putting down a part of his battalion because he's getting ready to put more down.
Yeah. Yeah, so the 3 units of Reavers and one of the characters is in that battalion. So just a nice way to keep your drops down.
Yep. What do you think he's going to do? Is he going to put a lot over in this corner and try and push out from there? Because the terrain sort of works well as a flank sort of defensive placement.
Yeah, it does. I don't. It's well, Paul Carwin's got like the worst terrain on the right-hand side too for the catapult, but at least I think the catapult can just shoot over the top of things.
Well, he's got to be able to see.
Yeah.
And that one, I think he'll be able to see over that one.
Look, to be honest, Sean's army is probably, in my opinion, probably a little bit hard to set up in this one because it's such an elite. Like, there's not a lot of units, and he hasn't got a lot of numbers. So, I mean, splitting it up, he's really going to have to think about if he's going to go heavy on one side or what.
And they sort of all feed off each other as well.
Yeah, that's right. So, I think Archaon's going to play a big part because obviously if it was me, I'd be making him have a 6-inch pile and you'd be blood-stoking him so he can run an extra 3 inches or charge an extra 3 inches, re-rolling wounds. Because I think he hits and wounds on 2s now.
It's too many. It's too good.
So being able to re-roll your wounds is always handy. And what else can he do? I think
he can do all the things.
Pretty much it with these buffs, and then you got the Slaughter Priest who can hold up the back line and heal him if he needs to.
Yep.
He'll probably get Mystic.
He's got the Bronze Flash.
Yeah, he can cast Mystic Shield on himself, so he's re-rolling ones.
Yep. Yeah, so he'll be a 2-up re-rolling ones for the most of the game.
Yeah. If everything goes his way, he'll be pretty hard to deal with. And just not having this is a list of OBR that I haven't seen a Nagash in. Normally a lot of OBR lists have Nagash in there, and without having that many spells or just denying Archaon just easily.
So I talked to Carwin about it at the start of the day, why he isn't running a Nagash list.
Yeah.
And he said, well, I think in OBR, you've either got to go magic heavy or don't worry about magic at all. There's not much point in doing it a little bit and wasting the points there.
Yeah, I don't
go hard or go home.
I agree there because a lot of the other characters that are wizards are they're pretty ordinary.
Yeah.
So
I tried a Catacross with what's his name? Not Manfred, the other one. Archon.
Yeah.
So I tried that list out. It wasn't too bad because the points are roughly similar to a Nagash.
Yep.
And you get bodies extra and more healing. But I don't know, I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, you weren't feeling it. I did play a list like that. That Saggy T, he had Archon and Catacross.
Yep.
And he had a heap of Death Riders. I think it was like a unit of 15. That was hard to choose through. Yeah. I was playing Big War. It took me like 3 or 4 turns just to be able to kill them off. And they were quick too. They come straight down my left flank. And I had to deal with them because it was knife to the heart.
Yes.
So I had to try and deal with them so they didn't take my objective off me, because we all know that OBR is probably one of the hardest armies to remove models off, because they just keep coming back, and their saves, especially if they're playing Petrifex, like their saves moving better.
Petrifex and Catacross and Arcan. So you've got 2 heals straight up there. Did he have a Harvester as well?
He did not have a Harvester, no.
But so he can put back six models a unit, well, two Cav Riders. So that's a lot.
And there's 15, so I mean, I don't think there's anything on in this game that can get rid of 15 riders in one go. I mean, they probably would be.
Yeah,
but like,
probably will be, but that's a lot, and it's hard.
Yeah, well, they got 3 wounds each, don't they?
Yeah, 3 wounds, 3 up save. Re-rolling ones. Oh, no, sorry, it won't have Nagash, so no re-rolling ones, but, you know.
Not in that list anyway. He didn't have Nagash, but still, and then being able to bring them back, like, it was a lot of work for my poor Iron Jaws to get through.
Poor Iron Jaws.
So what do we got here? So he looks like he's set up. He's looking like he's trying to think about where he wants this unit of Mortec Guard. Like, is he putting him there, or is he having second thoughts about where he wants on the right-hand side?
I think it looks like he's splitting them up fairly evenly. So we got a 10 on each side.
Yep.
We've got Death Riders on the left. We've got a Harvester on the right.
So he's put the Harvester. Like, I'll see whether I can use my drawing thing. It's not perfect, people, so forgive me. But he has put the Harvester sort of down there. Oh, it's not coming up on the thing.
Yeah, it is. It's just a bit
slow.
slow.
It's just slow.
Because we're a little bit ahead of the stream.
Yeah. So, yeah. But he's still got another one up his sleeve, so, you know, he can probably he might be able to. I wonder if he's just trying to do mega healing on one side, or whether he's going to split it up and have it on both sides.
Because it does look like Sean's going to strong side, maybe, I think, on that top left.
Yeah, well, he's got the, I think that's the Insensate Rage Bloodthirster over there. He's got the big 2-handed axe. I always get confused between Bloodthirsters.
Oh, me too.
Like,
and I play Khorne.
Yeah, I don't even know why it's so difficult. They all just look
exactly the same.
Yeah. Even though one has a whip and stuff, I just feel
Well, 2 of them have whips, don't they?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I just, for some reason, can't remember their names.
We're just bad at this.
They're just Bloodthirsters.
Yeah, they're all Bloodthirsters. So it looks like the 20 is coming down on the right. 20 Mortec Guard.
Yep.
So I wonder where we're going to see Catacross go. Because honestly, I can't pick what his plan is.
No, it sort of looks like he's doing a heavy right-hand side, since he's put the unit of 20, unit of 10, a Harvester.
And the Harvester, yeah.
There so far.
And to be fair, if the Death Riders are on the left, they can easily relocate.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're so quick.
I mean, with one RDP, they can have plus...
3, yeah, so they'll be moving 12.
Yep.
They're really quick.
So that's the other thing. I'll have to change the CP to RDP on here, because OBR just want to ruin my day.
Callan's going to be throwing out a lot of RDP. He's going to be able to cycle a lot of those points today.
Oh, I can't do it yet until we know if he's player A or B, I suppose. I'm just jumping the gun there a little bit. I wonder, like, who... Sean's probably going to be able to decide who takes first or second turn here.
I'd say so.
So, I mean, is he going to give it away, or is he going to try and take it?
Oh, we're seeing the Harvester come down on the right. It definitely looks like a strong right.
Definitely. They've sort of going opposites.
Yes. It's going to be a cagey game, because I don't think either's going to really want to push into the other.
Not particularly. Like, I'm never a big fan of trying to kill OBR. Unless you're really confident that you're going to be able to do a lot of damage and take those units off.
If you can hoove out the mortal wounds, it goes okay.
Yeah.
But
otherwise,
anything else, it's just a grind.
Yeah, it is a grind, because they're 100% going to be healing those units.
Yep.
And then you're going to have to do it all again.
Yes.
And most armies don't have the same... in their list, like when I'm playing Iron Jaws, it's not like I can heal my units back. It's when my units are dead, they're dead.
Yeah. You get a little bit of healing, maybe.
A little bit, but not like bringing models back.
Oh, that's a nice big Archaon, and it is precariously perched on a big rock. And I am terrified just looking at it.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if obviously people can't really see too much detail, unfortunately.
Jeez, it looks good.
It looks amazing. Like, Blake
Yeah.
Blake Kerwick, who we all know.
What else can we say? It's Blake model. Come on.
Yeah,
Everyone knows what it's going to
Everyone
look
knows
like.
what that means.
There's a bloodletters around the base. It just looks phenomenal.
It does look really, really good. He should win the game, honestly. Like just Arcane
just on
himself.
that model. So we're seeing Catacross come down on the right.
Yep. So he's definitely going heavy.
It looks like the Liege is over on the left.
Yeah, he's perched on top of a hill over there too, actually.
Interesting.
Oh.
Ooh.
So he's basically going to be perched up on that rock, I believe, but they're just for safety.
For safety
for
of the model.
Catacross's safety.
It is not quite as flat as the other pieces of terrain at the top there.
No.
Everyone's just sitting on the rocks, apparently. Just want to watch the battle.
Interesting. I mean, Archaon can fly, so you can just maneuver off that without any hindrance, but Catacross has got to climb down that. Or does he get his minions to carry him down there?
Yeah.
Just like, pick me up.
Carry me on my litter.
He was pretty brutal from the bit of lore that I read about him.
Yeah, you deep dived in the lore.
He was not nice at all.
I hope we see more stories with him.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that story, actually.
It was one of the better pieces of writing, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree, and Nagash just totally took advantage of that.
Yep. Motherfucker.
Yeah. All right, so they've had a handshake. Sean looks like he's taking... he's going first. So
Carl will be rolling up his RDP.
Yep.
So he'll get 5 from Catacross. He'll get 2 from the Liege. He will get... and then just roll off. So we'll find out how many he's got in total. Anywhere between 7 and 13.
Now, this is going to be tricky because I'm not entirely sure how to spell the last name.
How many RDP does Carl get? How many RDP has Carl got?
So I'd say Sean will have 2 CP at this stage because he's got his battalion. Then it's his first turn.
Doesn't he get 2?
Yep, so he'll be 2 CP.
No, doesn't Archaon get 2 a turn?
And then I'm just going to, yeah, I think he does. So I'll just
found out. So Carl's got 10 RDP.
10 RDP, so
That's
I'll change
a lot
that. I'll
to
change
do some
that here.
serious work. He can get some movement off, extra attacks, his shields, all that sort of business.
Hey, Mark, how many CP does Sean have? Yeah, I think Archaon's got that special rule where if someone spends the CP...
Oh, that's how it works.
He
gets to use the CP. So basically in this game, it's useless. Because Carlin, whilst he gets CP...
He can't use them.
I wonder if Carlin tried to steal his CP and he got it. Because I didn't see a roll for it.
Me either. Maybe he's forgotten.
Maybe he's forgotten. Rookie mistake. Because I've had games where that's gone off 3 or 4 times in a row and really hurts the opponent.
Oh yeah, if you can deny them a command ability, that's pretty bad. Like, it's not real nice.
No, not at all.
Especially because there's some pretty heavy command.
Yeah, it was a Fire Slayer's army.
Oh, okay.
And he did not enjoy it.
I suppose not. So we can see Archaon has basically just sort of come down. He's definitely within 3 inches. Because it's duality, we're using the center hole on these ones.
Yep.
So he looks like he has been placed just in 3 inches of that. of that objective there.
Yep.
Sorry, if I can speak English.
Yeah. Words are hard sometimes.
Yeah, I'm too busy like looking and not concentrating. All right, and he looks like the bleeding icon is actually set up there as well.
Yeah, to block out a bit of the way to get to him, so you can't get as many bodies in.
Yeah, definitely. I think
Good
that's
use of the model.
It is. Yeah, I was just about to say that. Like sometimes, if they're not exactly the best against the opponent, you can always use them to block out.
Yep.
See, the problem is with Mortec Guard is that they're a battle line unit.
Yeah.
And they're little bases.
Yeah, you
so
can get a lot in there.
fit a lot in there. And Archaon is only one character.
Yeah.
Like one dude.
He can hoof out the damage. It'll be scary for Mortec Guard, but he has that 20 over there with a Harvester. So you can tie up Archaon. I don't know. I've never thrown Mortec Guard into Archaon, so I don't know how that would go, to be honest.
I definitely think, I don't know whether he could get rid of a 20-man unit, but I think he could wipe a 10-man off pretty quickly. But as I said, the problem is Archaon's only one guy compared to, the battle line units of 10 plus.
Yep.
So he's only going to succeed if he can wipe out that unit. If it's a unit of 10 that attacks him, he wipes it out, that's fine. But that unit of 20, if it makes its way up there, I'm not sure he can chew through that many wounds. And the objective can be taken off of him pretty easily with that amount of bodies.
So he's going to have to defend the other one fairly hard as well.
Yes.
Because this is just an outright win game, isn't it? From turn 3 on?
That's knife. But
is it knife? Sorry.
Yeah. Turn 3 onward, like virtually in this one, like if you don't have a
objective,
objective, you're going to be too far behind on points. So it's very hard to come back from that. So it's interesting in this one as well, though, is Archaon's placed over by himself, and the fellas, like the Bloodthirsters that give the 6-inch pile-in and is on the other side.
Yeah. I don't think Archaon will need the pile-in too much, to be honest. If he's going to fight...
Just reading the chat, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I was just listening to our table boss. So Sean's done with his turn.
Yep, right.
He's just preparing, hoping.
So he should have 2 points, I believe, because he should have a battle line unit of Reavers within there, and then he'll have Archaon on the other one.
So Archaon is now at neg 2 to hit.
Neg 2 to hit. Did he get Nexus?
So he got the Nexus, and Catacross gives one out anywhere on the battlefield.
Wow, that's rude.
It's It's not. That
makes him less effective.
Much less effective, especially if he's going to fight Mortec Guard. But maybe he doesn't have Michael Thompson's dice, so Cohen might be all right. Carwin's measuring out. He's going to see what he's going to do here. Is he going to push in hard? I wonder. There is those scary Bloodthirsters right behind, though. But I suppose if you don't push in, you're going to be too far behind. You can't just let the opponent sit there and have them both.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I mean, it's a hard game for Sean too, like whether you push up or... I don't really think he had much of a choice just because of how hard the OBR are to move.
Yeah.
So you sort of had to be aggressive, hope that you can get up there, hold the objectives for as long as possible.
That's right.
And then go from there. But we'll see what happens because, again, like I've already explained 4,000 times, Archaon is only one dude.
That's right. He can only do so much. But he doesn't lose the objective even if there's more bodies there until he dies, does he?
Yeah, that is correct. Actually, that's a big thing that I didn't think of, actually, so that was pretty dumb. But
that's all right. But the bodies over there can hoof out the damage because they can throw out a lot of attacks.
Oh, yeah, those Mortec Guard are nuts sometimes, especially when you can spend RDP and you have extra Rend and all that sort of stuff too.
I mean, if you had the Liege over on the right side as well, they can have an extra attack for RDP.
Wow.
Which, when they've got 2 to begin with...
Yeah, well, I'm just wondering whether Archaon has Mystic Shield or anything like that on him.
Yeah, he's got Mystic Shield on him.
Yep, so he's... And did the priest do bronze flesh or anything?
I don't know. I'd imagine so.
Okay. So at least he's the 2-up re-rolling ones, but he is neg 2 to hit. So, I mean, He's survivable.
Yeah,
but
he's not going to be hooving
doing,
out the damage.
Yeah, he's not going to be hooving out the damage to try and get rid of those Mortec Guard either.
And once you take away all those hits, the armor saves and the Mortec Guard they just live up to the name. They love it.
Yeah,
they love being in protracted fights.
So he's got those Death Riders up on the left-hand side, so he's moved them up there pretty quick. We all understood that. They're in range, but they have to take that unit off.
Oh, it's only Reavers, though. I fully expect those Death Riders to kill those Reavers.
Yeah. So he must be spending some RDP here.
Yeah, I'd say he's giving them extra attacks by the look of it. Or he's just...
So he's moved the Cavalos up behind them.
Or was that just extra movement on the Cavalos?
I think it was extra movement on the Cavalos, but whether or not he will spend another one on the Death Riders.
Joel, why are you going to be like that? Stop talking about my OBR. We're gonna wreck those Lumineth for sure.
So it's looking like he's spending a few RDPs on just movement shenanigans here, making.
Well, he has so many. 10 is a lot to have in an army. He can really use them a lot, and that's one of the advantages of having Catacross. He can just use so many RDP on everything. You don't have to ration them quite so much.
No.
And especially because Carwin's gone second, he doesn't have to ration them for the next turn. He can use them all this turn, and he'll get 7 plus whatever he rolls, immediately after this.
Yep.
So there's no use in keeping any of them. Just use them up.
Yeah, well, you know you're going to get them back next battle round, so why not?
Yeah.
Oh,
other Joel's on the train now. Just talking bad about the OBR.
Oh, well, we'll see. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, 100%. Those Bloodthirsters are going to be scary on the left.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's done, we saw a similar sort of thing in the last game where Gabe just used his little rats as chaff.
Yep.
And then had the rat ogres behind them, and they did a lot of damage. So we might see something similar happen with these Bloodthirsters, just because he's got them hiding behind the Reavers, ready to pounce.
It's a good tactic, and that's exactly what you need to do.
Well, the Reavers aren't there to do anything else, really, are they, in this list?
Yeah, so Carwin will probably take the left for a turn. I don't know if he'll get the right this turn. I don't think he will. He'll have to kill Archaon to get the right, so that won't be happening.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Carwin's in a fairly difficult position here. I wonder if he's going to go big with the catapult, or is he going to play it safe, maybe?
Well, I reckon he'll shoot Archaon.
You reckon?
Well, what is it, a 30-inch range?
Yeah.
You can't get anything on the other side of the table. So he's virtually just got Archaon or the Reavers there. I don't know how far away the priest is behind Archaon. There's a priest behind Archaon as well.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what the range is.
Oh, he'll have range to the Slaughter Priest.
Whether or not he can see him is another question.
That is another question, yes. It's a bit hard to tell from over here at our vantage point.
Yeah, we're sitting lower and
on
far
a weird
away.
angle, yeah.
So we're down to 1 dice with the RDP, so I'll have to see. Oh, he's spending another one, so we'll have to see how many he's spent, how many he's got left, because we're guaranteed he hasn't got 10 anymore.
That's right. Once we get done with this turn,
we'll have a new
get them all back. It's a really good resource ability. I really like it, what they've done with that one. I want to see some more sort of weird resource abilities like that.
Yeah, so we're just, Carwin there is obviously, because he's got the Harvester behind that unit of 10,
Yep.
He's got to make sure his ranges are all there for the Harvester to be able to use his ability properly, so we just saw him measuring that out. He's now looking like he's trying to move Catacross.
Catacross's run and extra movement. Jeez, he's moved pretty quick for a model that moves 4 inches. That's a long way.
Yeah, when you got some RDP to spend, I suppose. He is. He's got his minions there. They've picked him up. They've run him over, plonked him on the ground.
Yeah, Carwin's just miming the running man.
I think he would still try and be rather majestic. trying to run across there. He's moved his catapult up too, actually, so he's actually trying to get in range of stuff that's on the left-hand side. Because he knows that that's probably going to be...
crucial.
Yeah.
Because, he's going to have to fight over both, obviously.
So we must be entering the shooting phase. Just checking everything.
Yep.
Making sure everything's moved. I hate it when I forget to move a unit.
Oh, it's the worst. Especially when you go back, you look at it and you go, oh, I can't go back.
No.
And that was crucial to my plans.
Yep. It cost me a game at BrizCon.
Yeah, it cost me a game at the Ipswich one.
Yeah, and then in the end that ended up costing me first place.
That's rough, isn't it? Armor saves.
Doesn't look like it did anything.
Yeah, it did nothing.
I don't know what he was shooting at, actually. We should probably see if we can find that out. But, yeah, it looks like he's probably going to be doing some charges over here. Ooh, what's he doing? Measuring out how far away the Mortec Guard are, I'd say.
So, yeah, so the Harvester's shot at Archaon.
Oh, the Harvester shot?
Yeah.
Didn't do anything. So the other Harvester must be shooting at those Reavers.
Yeah, so he's killed 2 Reavers.
Yep.
Nothing crazy, it's what you expect. A little bit of chip damage. How you going, Adam?
Adam's back! Woo!
Yeah, go Carlin, go OBR. Screw you guys.
Ah, that's rude. I forgot the Harvesters could shoot, actually. That's a bit annoying. Not only can they heal the units, they can also shoot and do some chip damage.
So all 4 catapult shots have gone at the Slaughter Priest at the back.
Ah. Okay. So I think he's taken 5 wounds, and I think they might...
Oh, Carlin looks a bit frustrated there.
Just couldn't quite get him off. He's so close.
Yeah, 1 wound left on the Slaughter Priest.
Yeah. So that's good, because that means that sort of takes away a 2-up on Archaon, if he can get rid of that for the rest of the game.
Oh, he might yet fail a prayer and kill himself.
Well, that is true. Probably will happen now.
Yes, Adam, you already told me if I was going to touch the Liege, I had to fix the spear if I broke it.
Right, yeah, so we got some charges happening. Those Death Riders
They look great, though, Adam.
are going into that unit of Reavers on the left. So I'm not expecting the Reavers to survive this combat.
No, the Death Riders actually do a fair bit of work. They're really good. I'd say we'll see Callan take the left objective. But those Mortec Guard are way too far away for a charge on Archaon, I feel. An effective charge.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I guess...
He can get there, but I don't think it'll be worth it for him.
No. If he wins priority next turn, I think he'll be in a fairly good spot there, because he'll get another round of points. I don't know whether he will take off Archaon, but then you've got a choice to make. Like, if he does win priority next turn, are you better off getting that unit of 20 to try and get in there, or the unit of 10? Like, I don't think how many of those 20s are going to fit with that icon there. And I suppose he's got to roll to see if that icon stays there as well. If it doesn't, then the unit of 20 is just going to get in there and have a party, I reckon.
Yeah, that's right. So Sean's just used a command point to pile in the Bloodthirst at 6 inches.
Ah. Yeah, well, see, that's...
Oh, so he's also used the Reaper of Vengeance on it. So pile in 6 and attack at twice.
Nasty.
So that is that's going to be painful. I don't know how those Death Riders are going to hold up to that, to be honest.
Hopefully not. Yeah, like hopefully the Bloodthirster actually does its job and actually takes that unit off.
If he kills that unit, I feel unfortunately like it'll be a really quick game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just because he won't be able to compete on both sides.
He's rolling some dice. We've got some attacks happening.
Oh. Cowan's off playing dad at the moment. He's brought his kids up for the day as well, so they're running around.
Yeah, you know what? They've actually started playing Age of Sigmar.
That's awesome. Get them in young.
Yeah, and they're really enjoying it. I'm pretty sure Carwin had a game with one of his daughters the other day, and she actually won the game.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's the go.
And I think she's looking into doing some painting as well, so that's pretty exciting.
Hey, kids love to do that sort of hobby. My kids do. I let them paint my old models, and
yeah,
they're not winning Golden Demons, but they love it.
Yeah, I like just being a part of it too. Like, it's a good opportunity to spend some time together as well if they like it. Oh, there's plenty of dice there, Dennis.
There is a lot. What are we doing? I wonder what's happening. Oh. So all the Reavers have died straight away, as we thought they would.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
We knew they were all going to die.
Yeah.
And you're definitely right. If Cowan loses priority, I think he's just going to be too far behind. Because he's likely about to lose the Death Riders.
We'll see what happens. Like, I mean, I would hope to see that the Bloodthirster can take them off, but they are known for whiffing a lot as well. So we'll see what happens.
OBR has this ability to just stay around when you think they should be dead.
Yeah.
Couple of lucky dice rolls, and all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, I saw a lot of lucky dice rolls yesterday. Actually, like 6-up saves and stuff, and after saves.
Yeah,
I
had
crazy.
A good one. I had a good one yesterday against our local Josh.
Yep.
12 mortal wounds from one of his spells through the portal. Saved 6 of them on 6-up.
Jeez.
That's how good they can do.
Yep. So it looks like he's only got 2 through, a -2 on the Death Riders.
2 wounds on the Death Riders is what I just said. And 1 was saved. So there you go. There's the whiff.
So it's 4. So 1 dies.
He'll come straight back next turn. He'll be fine.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, actually, no, he won't. Because he has to come back at full health. So he has to heal up to 1.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he's got to heal the unit first before bringing models back.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And you can't bring it back at partial wounds.
Yep.
You know something about a Bloodthirster's due, Adam, being a whiffers? I've seen you play him a few times.
Oh, yeah, I have played Adam with his Khorne and got absolutely smashed. Right here in this room, actually.
Oh. So Carwin's won the priority role. He's definitely taken it. Yeah, he's pretty happy about that because I think, as we said, he would have been in a bad place if he didn't get it.
Yeah, so he would have got 2 points then as well, I believe, because he would have taken that left-hand objective off because the Reavers were holding it. And we'll see how he goes with RDP.
So he'll be on 8 RDP this time.
8? Oh, okay. Not quite as many, but I think he's where he probably doesn't need to spend as many this turn, though, because he's got
but he also has to ration them out for 2 turns, so his turn and into Sean's turn.
And Sean would have spent a CP to do that 6-inch piling before, I believe, so I'll change that. Got to keep up with all everything that's going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on in these armies. They've got a lot of little abilities.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see whether he moves up that Mortec Guard and the Harvester on the left-hand side here. Over here.
I think he's going to have to.
Offer some healing there.
I think if you can get that Liege up there, that Liege can put in a bit of work.
Yep.
He'll be able to give an extra attack to the Death Riders.
And we've also seen that Icon's not there anymore. So that has opened up Archaon. as well.
Yep, so that spell's gone. That'll be real handy for Khorne there.
Yeah, he won't be neg 2 to hit at the moment, depending on how he's.
He'll be definitely. I'd say he'll be definitely neg 1 because that'll go off cat across, and that happens automatically. And we'll see
the Nexus,
what
I'm not
the Nexus.
sure. Yeah,
we've got to see what he does with the Nexus. Sean's over there looking cool and calm and collected.
He's got that. He's got a half a power stance going over there. Leg up.
He knows what he's doing. I'm not sure what that roll was for.
I think that was something to do with Archaon.
I'd say that'll be another neg 1.
Yep, so we're back to Archaon being neg 2 to hit, I imagine.
So he got the Nexus. I'd imagine he's going to use Catacross's ability on him too.
Yeah, I mean, what else? You wouldn't really want to use it on anything else like there, would you? Because
maybe that Bloodthirster on the left?
True.
But it wouldn't be a bad idea, because that'll last a whole battle round.
Yeah, it would last a whole battle round.
Well, potentially until Khorne's next turn.
Yeah. Or do you really want to try and secure that right-hand side by making him neg 2 to hit so he doesn't really damage you as much and then try and get as much through there? Because the left-hand side Khorne's, I'm still fairly confident. You know, we might be doing a swapsy here. It depends on how the Bloodthirster goes this turn. So you're right. Like, he could use it to try and secure that objective just because, you know, there's only 4 Death Riders there, I believe. So,
and he can't really heal him, actually, because Catacross is too far away.
Yeah.
24-inch range on that.
Yeah, that's true. You know, and if the risk is if for some reason that Bloodthirster does go off chops this turn and kills that one, then he'll hold the objective.
Yes. For 2 turns.
Yes.
Well, they don't get points, but it'll deny Khorne the turn.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we've seen how important it was, like, denying people points, especially in the last game when we saw Gabe blocking out Bulgors from getting anywhere and just denying them the table, basically, to move around. So that's fairly important if you can do that as well.
And Clint not blocking out the Norholes and allowing that Vermin Lord to get over there.
Yep. And that it looked bad to start off with, but it still ended up being okay in Gabe's favour just because those 2 monsters end up being stuck on that side of the table.
Yep. Yeah, they couldn't do much after they killed the Vermin Lord.
So, yeah, he's moving that big unit of 20 up.
Oh, yeah, they want to do some fighting.
They're going to be 3 inches away by the looks of that. So it'd be interesting to see.
Oh, you can't fail that. I do believe they get a +1 to charge.
Yeah.
So
they're going to be in. They're definitely going to be in.
They're definitely in.
Just a matter of how they go with rolling and if Archaon survives, if he can do any damage back. Also, if that Slaughter Priest survives as well, because he got attacked last time by some shooting, so then he's only got 1 wound left. So he won't be able to do, it depends on which one it is, like he won't be able to do any healing potentially if it's that one.
Yep.
On Archaon, I'm not sure which Slaughter Priest it is. Behind Archaon?
Well, he might even have another turn. He might die.
That's what I mean. Like, I'm just saying, like...
sorry, I missed that. I was getting
you're right.
info.
I was just saying that Catapult could take that Slaughter Priest out. So then, whichever one it is, he's either not going to be healing Archaon if he takes wounds, or if it's the Bronze Flesh one, Archaon's no longer going to be a 2-up rerolling ones.
And that'll be very important.
Yeah, so he's got a good combination happening up there with virtually trying to take Archaon.
Yes. So we got some information from one of the other games.
Tell me.
The KO versus Slanesh.
Yep.
So Paddy versus Nathan Goodchild.
Yep.
It's over already. Turn 2.
Okay. I'm
don't
guessing
know
the
if you want to
KO
guess.
just shot everything off the table.
KO does that sort of thing.
How rude.
I don't think Nathan's been playing a whole lot of games lately, so he might be a bit out of practice, but those KO lists are rough.
Oh, yeah, like the what they can do now, and against Slanesh too, like, I think he had a Monster Mash list as well, so he had Archaon and a Keeper of Secrets and stuff in there, so that was a huge chunk of 2,000 points right there. And, like, if he took off the Keeper and Archaon on the first turn...
It's going to be a rough slog. Back uphill.
It's really, really hard to come back from that. Like, you don't really have any damage to do anything back to the boats.
Well, especially with KO, like, you can pick the characters out. And the Slanesh is one of those lists that, without the characters, they are really, really behind.
Yeah, well, that's how they get their depravity points as well. Like, they're only from
summoning.
Characters. Yep, summoning only happens from them.
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure there might have only been 2, maybe 3 heroes in that list. And once they're gone, it's really...
all over.
Yeah, you're basically relying on your chaff. And I think he's got like
Are we
4 or
seeing
5 boats in that list too. So
Yeah, he does. There's a lot of boats.
are we
We're
seeing a retreat?
Interesting.
Okay.
Well, he's going to secure the objective for this turn. Because I'd say the Bloodthirster...
Well, what has happened there is like,
I think
actually
he's forgotten...
Yeah. See, what had happened is because he's retreated outside, the Bloodthirster would have got that because he's a hero.
Yeah. Because you can't retreat onto the objective on this one, so you would lose the objective. Really,
Yeah, you would lose
retreating.
it. You would lose it, so then the Bloodthirster would automatically take it off of you because you've moved away from it.
He's still retreating, though.
But he's still retreating, but he's staying within... He's more than 3 inches away from the Bloodthirster, but he's on the objective still. Like, he's just on the outside ring there.
Oh, yeah, so Sean's been a nice guy, and he's told Carl.
Yes, that's right. He said, like, because he originally was further away from there, so he would have lost it, and then the Bloodthirster would have taken it back.
But does that mean that the Bloodthirster is still within 6?
Potentially, yes.
For
He could spend a CP here, but I feel like he's moving the Mortec Guard up there.
I see Mortec Guard coming in.
Yeah, to take over the reins and...
So he'll lock the Bloodthirster down for a turn, and the Death Riders will keep the objective for the turn, no matter what, basically.
Yeah. So not a bad move at all there, because like the Bloodthirster's virtually just going to be hitting a unit that is
immune to death.
Doing nothing at this stage. Like, it's not there holding the objective, it's just holding up the Bloodthirster from the Death Riders. Yeah, so...
And if you can make a big push on Archaon over on this right side, it could be a very interesting game from there.
Well, if he kills that Bloodthirster and Archaon off, I don't really see the Khorne coming back.
Though killing Archaon in a round is very difficult.
It's very difficult.
Very, very difficult.
But he had the right idea of shooting the Slaughter Priest off. He hasn't got him off yet, but he did 5 wounds to him before.
I wonder what's happening on these other tables. We're not getting a whole lot of information, unfortunately, to tell you this. No. I can see an OBR versus Khorne off right beside us as well. Another game. But this one's got a Nagash.
Yeah. Yep. I'll see if we can find out some information from the other tables.
I think Carwin's deep in thought. He's not quite sure how he wants to play this out. Because order of activation is going to be pretty big here too.
Yeah, definitely. Right, so what have we got going? He's measuring up Cavalos, he's moving up as well. He's going behind the
so
the
he's going to try and get around.
Yep. So we can't forget either, like, Sean's also got a set of Reavers on the far left-hand side.
Yeah, they're going to want to come around.
And then he's also got another Bloodthirster there as well. So that other Bloodthirster is the one that can do the exploding mortal wound. Oh, sorry, it's yeah.
Exploding 6s to mortal wounds, yeah. And I've seen that work really well.
Actually, it's the Unfettered Fury one.
Is it?
Sorry. Yeah, see, I told you I get mixed up with my
And we can't see him, there's a lot
the
of
Unfettered Fury used the 6-inch pylon on the Insensitive Rage to try and blow him up with some mortal wounds. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, so he's hanging back, so we'll have to see what happens there, like, whether that Bloodthirster is going to try and fly over that piece of terrain and come down the side here.
On the left, yeah.
And I'll see if I can draw it so everyone can see it. But this guy here, whether he's going to come basically straight down here into there. So there'll be like 2 Bloodthirster actions. Then we'll have to find out whether these guys here, will come around there.
Oh, so we see the Slaughter Priest being killed from the Harvester.
That's
big.
Yeah, yep.
That's big.
So that's also important when you're trying to choose your order of activation when it comes to shooting as well, because the catapult can do a fair bit of damage.
Well, see, the catapult might just go straight over to the Bloodthirster on the left. The one that's on the objective. Well, he's not holding the objective, but he's on the objective.
Yeah, but he's on the thing, the template. So definitely, like, if he's in range...
that Bloodthirster only has a 4-up, so if you're going to hoove out 5 damage...
Yeah. Yep, unfortunately...
It's a good target.
Unfortunately, bloodthirsters just don't, for something
Just
such
aren't so
big, bad, and
survivable.
evil, they're just not that survivable. Especially for Khorne, you think they would probably have a 3-up save, or
I feel like they should have a 3-up save.
considering the most of the OBR has a 3-up.
Yeah. Because why would you take anything but Petrifex?
Oh,
Hey,
I don't
Joel.
know.
Oh, okay, so he's firing all the catapult shots at the other Slaughter Priest.
Okay.
So no healing, and attempting to kill. Oh, and he's only done 5 wounds to it.
Again.
Oh, Khorne just can't get that second one through. It's a bit of a shame, but
That's all right though. I haven't seen that happen really. A lot of the catapults just get the one through.
yeah.
Unfortunately.
But if you can pick out their little heroes that help, they're very.
Yeah, we got it
Let
back
us know
now.
if the sound's back up, guys.
Thanks,
We're having an issue with it. We just don't know, to be honest.
I don't know if it's the USB drive or what, but we just lose power to it. And then if I unplug it and plug it back in, it works for a while. Yeah, so we're basically just discussing Khorne has done 5 wounds to the other Slaughter Priest. So what he's doing there is just trying to take all the units off that buff Khorne to make him as weak as he can be. And then, unfortunately, he didn't kill the Slaughter Priest, so he's still there for now. But he is charging that unit of 20 into Khorne. So we got to remember Khorne is actually -2 to hit at the moment as well.
Yeah.
So
Don't be like that, Joel. You love it. You love it. That's why half your podcast is about me anyway.
just all of the love.
So we're seeing some big charges here.
Yeah, so we got the Mortec Guard going in on both sides. So we'll have to see whether he spends any RDP for extra rend or anything like that.
Oh, it'd be definitely worth it to push in as hard as you can.
Oh, 100%. Like, you really want to just be greedy at this stage, don't you?
Yes.
Just take them all.
But I wonder his order of activations. Is he going to go on the left there? Because he has to pick his shield walls at the start. He doesn't get to use them as he activates, like with the rend.
Yep. So, I don't know. To me, Khorne's now going to be hitting on 4s and 5s and 6s if he's -2. So, I'm not sure whether you would be overly worried about Khorne at this stage. Like, I know that probably sounds a bit naive.
No,
but
it's 100% true. Because he doesn't have a whole lot of rend.
No.
He's -2 to hit. You're not super worried about Slayers of Kings because they're single models.
Yeah, I can't affect them anyway. It's not.
That's
not
right.
Heroes.
Yeah.
But the Bloodthirster on the other side, he doesn't have any negs. So, and he's a bit easier. Like, if you spend -1 rend on the Mortec Guard, they already have one rend, so they'll be -2.
Yep.
So they'll make this.
And the Liege is over there, so he can give him +1 to hit.
Oh, okay. Great.
Oh, yeah, and so Sean's pushed a double pile in on Archaon. So he's going to want to try and kill as many of them Mortec Guard.
Yeah.
Hey, Paddy, how you going?
Well, I think now he sort of had to because he's at -2 to hit.
Yeah.
So, like, you're not really going to be doing a lot of damage. So
and there's a chance that Bloodthirster on the left is going to be very muted.
I'd say so, especially if he spends a point to do the extra rend on there. So that'll make 6-up saves for that Thirster. So
and if you can get 3 attacks each on the Mortec Guard, you might not even be there.
That's right. Like, as we've said, like, Bloodthirsters are pretty squishy as well. They're hard to use.
Yeah.
So they're just trying to discuss the order of activation now. Carwin's asking what the attacks are like on Khorne compared to the Bloodthirster to sort of decide where he's going to start combat.
I feel like he's going to have to go into that Bloodthirster first.
Oh, we got Paddy. Hey, Paddy.
Isn't he just being rude?
I am doing well, thank you. How are you going? Thank you for joining.
And no, there's no way you can just mute me. You have to listen to me in your ear holes.
Yeah, so oh, it looks like he's decided to go over. He did point over to Archaon, so I'm wondering if he's decided to go over there first. Yep, he's counting up the Mortek Guard. I probably wouldn't have done that myself.
No,
but
yeah, so he's going against Archaon. I'm with you. I think I would have gone after the Bloodthirster first.
Yeah, definitely.
But we'll see.
Yeah, why not? So I think he's taken a couple of wounds there because he sounds like he's on a 4-up save now.
Yeah, so at neg 2. So it must he'd have the bronze flesh up. So yeah, 4-up's not too bad. At neg 2, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Good to hear, Paddy. You been working on any hammers or what's going on in your world?
That must have been from the special swords in the Mortek Guard the first round. And this will be the rest of the attacks.
Yep.
Bit hard to see what's going on over there, what dice he's rolling.
It looks like he got a lot of hits through, just by the way he's picking up bulk dice.
Yeah, that's a lot of dice.
So we'll have to do some wounds here. See if Archaon can make some saves.
Oh, so he hit with every attack. He didn't miss any.
That is some bullshit.
Well, Catacross gives out a +1 to hit buff.
Yep.
So they'll be down to 3s. Which is still very lucky. Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. I have to. I get used to it after a while, Joel.
11
I'm
wounds
just
going
the odd
into
one out
saves.
by the
That's a lot.
sounds. 11 wounds.
Yep. It's a lot. We'll see. See how the saves treat Sean
So
here.
neg 2 as well. So 11 4-up saves. So he gets to reroll ones though.
Reroll ones.
So he takes 7. Sorry, 6, and he's already taken 2, so that's 8 all up, I believe.
Yeah, that's a pretty good start. It's a very good start. Yeah, you're right, Joel. He's lucky rather than good. His dice just carry him through everything.
Yeah, it's not the army, it's not the player, it's the dice.
How
I know
it happens
someone
to
else who
Michael.
has some pretty cooked dice too. I think he's sitting next to me sometimes.
Who would that be? Not
Yeah.
me. So the Bloodthirster's whiffed again by the look of it.
Far out.
So he's done 2 hits, 1 wound got through, and Carwin saved it. That's yeah, you're right there, Adam. He's got some good luck, and those dice are cooked. So what we were talking about, what we thought was a misplay by going over to Archaon first, we were obviously wrong because he was just going to rely on his luck to not take any damage
I was
and
like,
just get everything he
what
wants in.
strategy do we miss here?
No, well, we missed the luck strategy.
We did, yeah, I wish I could have some of that. It must be like that suburb of Brisbane because I know Nick, who plays Seraphon, has unbelievable luck with his dice.
100%.
Oh man, it just makes me feel so sick watching Carwin pick up like 2 handfuls of dice just to roll the attacks out.
Yeah.
I don't understand how Khorne, the most thirstiest, like combating, angry, aggressive army, and has nowhere near the amount of attacks as some death scum.
So it looks like he's got more attacks from the 6s. Yeah, so he's made back all his misses with the extra attacks from the weapons.
Oh, good. I mean, just because, if it wasn't enough.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
the
It
adds.
wasn't enough.
Yeah. So it looks
9
like
wounds through, he's put on the Bloodthirster
neg-
on 6s.
neg 2.
Jesus, he saved 4 of them. So he can roll some save rolls.
That's all right,
Bloodthirster.
I wonder how many
so he's
wounds-
taken 5.
Taken 5, okay.
So what does that leave him with?
7. As the Bloodthirsters have 12 or 14?
12 or 14? I can't remember, to be honest.
Well, I'll look that one up. That's the Insensate Rage.
We're going over to see what Archaon can do.
14. So he's
still got a bit
while.
of life left in him. So he's done nothing so far. He's just rolling them out.
With this is Archaon.
Yeah, this is Archaon.
Ooh.
So he's got 1 save into him so far. Oh. 1 no rend.
Just that neg 2 to hit is just so brutal. Like neg 1, yeah, it's pretty
So it looks like
but
the first
neg
round
2
of
is just rough.
first round of combat, he's done nothing.
So he's got, luckily he gets to do this twice, but hopefully he doesn't just fail twice. We have just been passed by the unicorn.
He's a good-looking man, isn't he?
Yep. So if people don't know the story, well, actually people won't know the story about that because I haven't edited our last podcast episode. So the unicorn is James.
Yes, James Lynch.
Yep. So he can paint really good, and he's also a very good player. So we call him the unicorn.
So everything's gone through and just getting bounced off these Mortec guards so far.
Yeah.
That's what Mortec guard do. Cowan's looking over here. He's even shaking his head. He doesn't know what's going on.
I mean, how do you feel as a human being?
I feel great when I play OBR. I'd imagine Carlin feels very similar.
Oh, I mean, these are 2 different armies too. Like you're playing something that was quite a top table elite army versus a KO and Khorne list, which is not really a top tier army
That's
either.
it. So he's just making all these saves at the moment.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It looks like Archaon's done with his 2 rounds of attacks.
Yep.
And no damage.
No damage.
Jesus. Yeah, that's it, Joel. Archaon's not going to do a whole lot if he can't do any damage. It's just he's going to be killed slowly and.
So that looks like that's the end of Carwin's go.
Yep. So he's going to get 2 points.
Yeah, he'll just get 2 points because this is round 2.
Yep.
So he'll be on 4. So much room for activities here.
Yeah, it's a bit squashed here, isn't it?
I mean, I do have a lot of table here. It's just we get another 2.
We need to be a bit more organised, really.
Yeah, I don't know how many RDP he used, but again, he's going to get him back the next battle round. So we'll keep up to date with how many he gets. We know that he definitely spent 2 because he put extra rend on each unit of Mortec guard, but I don't know what he did after that.
I don't know if he put the shield wall up on either.
So I also have to change. So Sean, he would have 2 CP at the moment because he didn't spend 1 last time.
I didn't see Carlin try and roll for the
stealing.
Yeah, to try and steal it though.
No, he must be forgetting that. Oh well.
That's on him.
That's on him.
I'll tell him later, and he can just shake his head because he looks silly on camera.
So he's got the, Sean has managed to bring that icon, the bleeding icon, back out. So from the priest. So he still used the prayer off that bad boy. Wasn't scared of losing that last wound.
You got to be in it to win it, don't you?
Oh yeah, at this stage he's got to do everything he can. And he's virtually just put it straight in between the Harvester and the other unit of Mortec Guard to pretty much block the Harvester out.
Yep.
And try and deny those Mortec Guard of a bit of space, but they can still get around the side of it. The Harvester, though, I'm not really sure whether you'd really want him to get into combat. You're probably there just to heal those units up and do some shooting.
Yeah, just keep them alive as much as possible.
So it's done some mortal wounds to that Harvester as well.
Harvester's likely in the next turn of shooting will kill that Slaughter Priest.
Yeah, well, I think he's only got 1 wound left if we calculate that right.
Yeah.
So I agree there. So then poor old Archaon will just be just bare bones, really. No buffs.
I suppose if that Cornhead can pick the Hecatos out, you get rid of their aftersave.
Yeah, that is true.
Useful. I don't know if they get it off the
if he
soul
does any
harvester.
damage with those hits.
Yeah.
Because we just saw the last two rounds of combat that he did because he fought twice and unfortunately.
Yeah, thanks for that one, Joel. I didn't even think about that, to be honest.
What's that?
Oh, he was the one that mentioned the Khorne head.
Oh yes, that was
it'll
good.
only last until into Carlin's next turn because he'll heal the Hekatot straight back into the unit. Because, you know, balance. Oh, we see the first Mortek guard getting pulled off there.
Out of the unit of 10. Take him off.
He'll come back. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
So it was from an Arcane Bolt that Bonereaper was killed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he got Mystic Shield on himself on Arcane.
Cool. Did the priest get any other any prayers off on him to make him? Did he heal, or was he able to get an extra save, +1 save?
Yeah, so it looks like, the Slaughter Priest has only got the Endless spell off.
Okay. So yeah, that'll mean Archaon's a 3-up re-rolling 1s.
So we'll go to a 5-up. Ooh, well, that'll be interesting.
Oh dear. What do we got going on in the chat?
Yeah, you're right. He should be on 3 points. Yes.
Oh yeah.
We're
just jumping ahead. Getting too excited.
How many guys? Hang on, let me do a quick count. Joel, I think the Death Rider's the one controller.
Yeah, the Death Riders are the ones that control the left-hand side one. Is that what you're talking about?
We had 16 players here today, guys. That's a pretty good turnout. Well, obviously, we can't go much bigger than that. I think we have about 20 in the room, which I think is our limit.
Yeah,
with the stream team.
Yeah, the unit of Death Riders, Joel, on the left-hand side, were the original unit that held that objective, and he basically just retreated them to the edge of the objective, so they're still holding it, and then sent that unit of Mortek Guard in there.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one. Yeah, to be honest, Joel, I'm not sure if retreating and continuing to hold it.
That's a good question, because you can't retreat onto it, but they already had it.
Yeah, because they already had it. I'm not really 100% on that.
Yeah, I don't think the scenario
like
says
on
if you retreat at
TO
all, you lose. Oh, actually, I'll have to read the scenario card, because if the scenario card does state that if you retreat, you lose it, then
Skrill says that they can definitely do it.
Yeah.
It looks like Sean's trying to get a bit of suicide off, so he can get a few more blood type points.
Oh yeah, yep.
So I'm not sure what he's doing over there.
Yeah, I thought, so they already held it, so they can still retreat, because they're still holding it. I think there's a lot of thinking on the Khorne's behalf, just to try and manoeuvre your way around these Bonereapers, try and decide which way is the best way to go with trying to get them off the objective.
Yep.
Considering the Bloodthirst is just in combat with like a unit that's useless, like it's not doing anything, it's not holding anything. You really need to get in and get rid of those Death Riders.
Yeah. If you can get rid of them, get rid of everything off this turn, he'll be in a decent position, I feel.
Definitely. Well, that Bloodthirst has just come flying over, so we'll see. I don't know what sort of charge. I think it'd be less than 6 inches. Probably looking at like a 5.
Yeah, 5 or 6, I can't really tell from here.
Yeah.
So I've just heard that Hayden's Ogre list, his Bisclaw Raiders, was playing Dave's Chaos Ascendant, and he's gone down pretty hard from what I can tell.
That Chaos Ascendant list, though, is pretty good. Like it's.
Geez, it looks good too. The conversions.
I haven't seen it yet. I'll have to go for a walk later. But
yeah, you definitely will. There's some great green stuff in it. It looks great.
The summoning they can do is ridiculous.
How you going, Corey?
Yeah.
Haven't seen you in so long. We're going to have to catch up.
Definitely. Yeah, so Saga had a tournament yesterday too.
Yes.
I saw.
I did hear that. Paddy was there playing.
He was actually, I think.
I heard Paddy won it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. It's one of those things. Paddy's pretty good at this game.
Yeah. Yes, he is. So one person said there was 11 people and another person said there was 18. So I'm not really sure. That's a bit of a difference there. I'm not really sure, but it's really good to see. Even if it was 11, that's still awesome to see that other places are getting people to play. It also sort of reinforces that I think when tournaments start happening, people are keen for them.
Yeah, I think people are super keen.
Like that would have, we're sort of at max capacity for the rules, and I'm pretty sure they would have been at max capacity as well. So.
So the Bloodstoker has failed his charge with the Snake Eyes.
Oh.
Sean's got all the luck today.
Sometimes, the dice just don't want to play the game for you, so that's just how it goes.
One of the Bloodthirsters got the 6-inch pile in there.
Yep.
So that'll be super useful.
Yeah, I'd say old mate that's come down the right-hand side next to the other Bloodthirster is going to use the 6-inch pile.
Yeah, he's going to jump towards the...
Because I'm pretty sure he's within 6 inches. When he was waving that stick around before, it looked like he was within 6.
Yeah, he's going to jump over there and just try and murderalise them.
Yeah, well, I'd be trying to get rid of those Death Riders too.
Oh, he has to.
But, I mean, if he gets in combat with those Death Riders, I'm not sure whether he can stay 3 inches away from the Cavalos as well, so he's going to have to deal with him.
Yep.
I'm not really sure with the distances. It's hard to tell.
Well, he's going to have to be close to the Mortek Guard because they're the closest model. He's going to have to spin into it. But I think he's still going to tag in on that Liege.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see whether he stayed without.
It's hard to see from here.
It is hard to see I think now that he's moved him there, he's definitely going to be out of 3 inches. So, I mean, if Sean can double turn, do some damage and double turn here.
Yeah, it'll be really good for him.
It'll be really good for him because he'll be able to take that objective back. But Archaon's got to survive here too, especially I would 100% if I was the OBR player be giving those guys extra rend, so that'll take Archaon to a 5 up, and that's a lot. There's a big difference between 4 and 5.
Yes, 100%. So the Bloodthirst is going into the Death Knights first up. That's his first activation.
Yep. Hopefully he doesn't bloody whiff. At least one Bloodthirster going off would be amazing.
All the attacks have hit. Jesus. Looks like the luck's turning on Sean. It's good. Good to see.
5 at -2. So they'll be a 5 up now, I presume, the Death Riders?
Yeah, I think so. How many does he save?
And he doesn't save any of them.
All the saves have failed. Didn't get one.
Nope, that's 11 damage.
11 damage.
Yep. So it's not quite enough to kill the whole unit though, because there's 1, 2, 3, I think there's 4 back there. 4 or 5?
Yeah, so that'd be 12 wounds.
Yep. Providing he doesn't roll any
gets one save with a death save.
Yeah. So that'll still be 3 of them, and the last one on a wound, I think.
Yeah, sorry about not being able to invite you, Corey. We're obviously limited on space and who we could invite. I blame Gabe for that, to be honest. It's definitely his fault that you didn't get to come. He should have just stayed home so you could have came up. Would have been best.
Yep. He knows what he did.
Good old Gabe.
Oh, okay.
So,
Radio.
what are we seeing here? What's it looking like for Carwin? What's he planning on?
I don't know, it looks like he's just counting up the most dice.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing, to be honest. It's definitely a cagey game.
100%. I think he's just trying to decide which guys are being taken out of the unit for some reason.
I think he's trying to figure out if he can get him into range for Catacross's healing for next turn, maybe.
Oh, okay. 24 inches. I'm not sure whether he's going to be able to.
But no, I think they'll be fairly close.
So they're just deciding how. Yeah, they just were counting up how many wounds they.
So he took 10 wounds, so one will be left on 2.
Yep.
So the harvesters, he can heal as it goes and what takes damage and stuff. Yeah, honestly, I don't know how the harvester works because I hate the model so much, so I've just not even looked into it.
Yep, and it looks like he must have spent a CP to be able to attack twice, the Reapers of Vengeance.
Yeah, so that'll be his last.
So I think that, well, he used a 6-inch pile in one, so he must be on 0.
Yeah.
I need to find the
So the
CP.
Bloodthirster's coming in, trying to get rid of that last knight. With his second
Good
pile
move.
in.
I would be trying to get rid of him too.
And yeah, definitely, it'll be amazing for him if he can get it.
Six wounds.
I'd say we're going to see that Death Rider die.
I hope so. If he can make 6 5-ups, I'll be like, oh.
Yeah, it died. It died a horrible death.
All right, so that's the whole unit of Death Riders gone, which is good, which means that Bloodthirster is now holding that objective.
Mm-hmm.
So he's still, I mean, Khorne still has a Harvester and the Cavalos there. You know, I think the Harvester's not too bad in combat either. Like
It goes all right.
It's got those ridiculous, weird fist things.
And the skeleton penis.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's not exactly one of the best models out there.
Oh, I hate it with a passion. But I feel like Khorne's likely to lose this left objective now.
Yeah.
In the battle of attrition, he's definitely not winning it over there.
Not over there. I don't know how many more Tech Guard he's got left on that side either. The other Bloodthirsters in combat with.
So the Mortec Guard are going in by the look of it now.
The ones into Archaon?
No, into the Bloodthirster.
Into Bloodthirster.
That's all right. I don't think he can kill the Thirster and Archaon fast enough to cap this game.
Yeah, well, I think Sean definitely made a good choice of going first there because there's no, like, OBI, as I said, they're really hard to move off the table. So I think Sean didn't really have a choice but to go first, just to try and get on the objectives and stay there as long as possible, just hold out.
Oh, so the Mortec Guard have done 10 wounds and Sean saved 6 of them.
Wow. He mustn't have spent an RDP over there. That's crazy.
Well, he might have. 6 6s is not crazy.
No, it's not crazy.
I mean, it is crazy, but, you know, it's not unheard of.
Well, we just heard a Keeper of Secrets in the last game, I think it was, rolled 2 6s to hit, which then explodes into 4. Then he rolled 4 6s and did 20 more wounds.
That's hectic.
Yeah.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yep. That is 6 6s virtually, like over 2 rolls.
Yeah, you're right, Joel. You've got to go first in this one, and you've got to jump on and cap those as fast as possible.
Just try and outlive your opponent. Let's hope those Bloodthirsters can stay on there as long as possible. At least the one that's wounded is the one that's not holding the objective over there.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And the Harvester looks like he's tagged down by those Reavers. I don't know how fast he can kill his way out of those. And the Liege, well, the Liege can do a bit of work. I don't think it'll kill a Bloodthirster in one round.
Yeah, that is true. So, looks like the, I don't know if he's attacking with the Bloodthirster or attacking with the Reavers at the moment, actually, but it's definitely combat on that left-hand side.
Yep.
That I am sure of.
Yeah, Joel, I think with their extra move and a 6-run, I think they can just get in range to take on. They have to be on the line to do it. I think that works. Yep. So the Harvest has taken 2 wounds from the Reavers.
Yep. And now he's...
I think he's going to see if he can get extra attacks.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe? I'm not sure.
I like how set up Carwin is as well. Like he's got all his measuring sticks set out on a chair next to him. He's got he's made sure he's got all these tokens made, so everyone knows exactly what's happening.
Carwin's a very organised man.
Yes.
We could probably take some advice from that guy, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely. I would like to get a laser cutter or something and then be able to make some tokens. It would be pretty cool.
Yes. I don't know, we could get Benny to do up some metal ones.
Yeah. Just maybe us. So it looks like we're going to go to the combat against Archaon.
Yeah, of course they can run Joel.
Thanks.
Thanks for the sound, guys.
Yeah, so Archaon saved the last two wounds from the specialty guards from their Mortec guards, so now he's rolling out the average Joes.
Well,
is anything average?
Honestly, I don't like the special weapons because you don't get the exploding 6s on them.
Okay. I hope he's taking out the misses here and not the 6s.
If that's the 6s, I think they're the 6s. Oh, that might just be the hits.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I thought that was it. I was like, wow, that must have been a terrible roll, but he actually has a heap there.
Yeah. It's a lot of dice. They can really do a lot. And if he's given them the extra rend, I don't think we'll see Archaon die.
He'd be close to it.
So 11 wounds he's done before saves.
And he takes 4. Did I hear that wrong?
So he saved 7 of those 11.
Okay.
That's some
he
really
takes
good
4.
roll. Yeah. So what are we seeing here?
We are seeing Sean do some combat. Sorry, people. We're just like, we're just intrigued. We're just intrigued by what is happening on this table. We're not doing a very good job of commentating. So he must have got a couple through.
Poor Archaon's not going to be doing a whole lot of actual killing if he's at neck 2 all game.
No. But all he needs to do is survive. Just like an extra turn. You know, if he can hold this for 3 turns,
he might be far enough in front.
Yeah, that's
so
good.
The Insensate Rage Bloodthirster, the big axe guy.
Yep.
Whiffed everything.
Oh man.
3 turns in a row, guys. 3 turns in a row. He's just done nothing.
Wow, that's sad because he can do a lot.
Yeah.
Like his exploding mortal wounds is pretty harsh.
So the Harvest is going into the Reavers right now.
No. These big round fists. So the Reavers don't look like they get a save, so I think he just took 6 damage from
6
that.
of them died, Jesus. That's not bad. It's pretty good. I think he's got a few extra attacks, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's got a couple of profiles, yeah.
Yeah, so they're all dead now. Nice and easy.
Another blood tithe point.
Yep.
Might be able to summon another bloodthirster.
Yeah, well, that's what I was just thinking. What is he going to use them on?
Yep.
Sneaky charges.
Attacking in the hero phase.
Which is so good on with the Iron Jaws. I know it's very useful here too.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
It does look like that left side is very, very neutered for the OBR.
It does. I would have felt a bit more comfortable if that Mortec guard weren't there anymore.
Yeah.
On that left hand side. But,
yeah, but the fact that
they're
he's
still
holding the
there.
objective now,
Yeah.
it's not so bad.
It's just Sean's turn, and then if he wins priority next turn, he'll be in a good spot too, I reckon.
Yep. So Archaon's going into the Mortec guard at the moment.
Yep. Hopefully he can do a bit more than what he did last turn, because he unfortunately didn't do very much at all. But as we've said, like being neg 2 to hit is crazy.
Well, I didn't see Cowan take off any models yet, so I don't know if Archaon's done. I think he's got one round to go. I think, Sean's just looking at his profile as it's dropped.
Yeah, yep.
Because he has taken quite a few wounds around. Has he taken 11, 12 wounds?
I think he's taken 9 maybe. How many did he take? 5 last turn?
He took 4 last time and maybe, was it 5 in the first round? I can't
Yeah, he's
quite remember.
taken 4 this turn. I think it was 5, so he's only on. I think he's only taken 9 maybe.
So we've got the Cavalos going into the Bloodthirster.
Yep. Doo-doo. So he's taken some wounds there. He didn't save
2
that
wounds,
one,
yep.
so
2 damage in the
two
first
damage,
round, yeah.
yep.
From the rider. And then that's the shield coming in now, and then we'll see the 6 attacks from the horse.
Okay. Yeah, we just need that bloodthirster to stay alive and hold.
Well, he's definitely not dying here. Three at neg 1 for 1. Yeah, so he's taken 5 wounds in that round of combat.
Okay, so he's still got 9 to go.
9 to go, yeah. But I think some of the Mortec guard, I don't know if they've attacked yet. They might be able to swing into him.
Oh, I think it looks like it's like the end of their turn by the looks of that. I think he's already.
Yep.
So he'll get 3 points because he'll still hold that one over with Archaon, and then he's taken that one back over there. So he'll get 3 points this turn.
Sean's starting to get a bit of a lead happening here. I think Cowan's going to have to do some serious work to catch back up.
Yeah, so
Though I suppose if he gets rid of Archaon,
he can just hold that one.
he can hold that one for the rest of the game quite easily, and they'll just be fighting over the left.
Ah, yeah, that's true. So the icon has gone. It wasn't didn't stay around.
He's not having much luck with that, is he?
No.
Let's it on 5 up on that one.
So I guess that was the priority roll. I feel like Carwin won that one, did he?
Yeah. So Cowan's won it. He's taken it now.
Okay.
So we're going to see some RDP rolls here. We got 7 plus. So 10 points he's on.
Holy dooly. He
That's
knows how to roll some dice, that's for sure.
Yeah, so that's the real power of this sort of list, is he can do a lot of extra work with those RDP. Like, they're very useful.
Yep. Yeah, like the extra ramp and the shield wall and the running, and it's just all pretty good.
Yes, very, very good.
You can get a lot more than a normal army can get.
This will be very interesting, actually. I think Sean would have been in a very commanding position had he won that turn.
Oh, yeah.
But Carlin's going to get a round of shooting with all the harvesters and the crawler. I wonder what he's going to shoot with the crawler now, with the slaughter priest being basically dead.
Yeah, I think he still's going to want to take him off. But I'm not 100%
Well, the
sure.
harvester might be able to finish that slaughter priest off.
I don't know whether the Harvester can see him because he's hiding behind the rock.
Oh, he is too, yeah, sorry.
He's in a pretty safe spot. I'm not even sure whether the Crawler will be able to see him, to be honest. So it's either going to be Archaon or one of the Bloodthirsters.
Yeah, there's a good chance you'll go after that Bloodthirster that's holding the objective on the left.
Yeah, yep. I'd say so. So must be seeing if Archaon's going to be neg 1 or neg 2 to hit this turn.
Yep, so he's neg 2 again. On a 4+.
He's done it 3 turns.
Done it 3 times in a row.
That is...
I'd rather be lucky than good.
Yeah, it's definitely coming up Khorne.
Yeah, so he's just doing all the healing now.
Yeah.
Just making sure everything's topped up as much as it can be. I'm not sure if he can reach that unit on the left. I'm not even sure if they've taken any damage, to be honest. They must have. No, he's putting that unit there. Yeah, so it looks like all the Mortec are on the table. I don't see any off the table.
Nope, none. None at all. I think the Mortec Guard are definitely going to be the ones causing the problems here.
So Gabe's Vermin Lord, which was holding the objective, took 11 wounds from I'm not sure what was. He saved 8 of them on 5-ups.
Holy shit. There is definitely some above average rolling happening here.
I don't know what's going on. All these dice are just so pent up because they've not been used for months.
They all just want to perform well.
Yeah.
They're like,
He's like, don't put me back in the closet. Don't put me back in the closet.
I don't want to go back in the bag.
It looks like a lot of the other games are starting to wind up now too.
Yeah, there's only one game other than 2 games other than this one going, I think. Yep. So Carwin just is counting up his models. Like,
yeah, I'm not sure what he's
I think he's misplaced a Mortec Guard or something, or I'm not exactly sure either. So I wonder what he's... So the shooting... I don't know whether he's even moved anything yet or whether everything's
I think we're still in the hero phase, to be honest.
So they're just discussing some rules.
So what would you do if you were in Carmen's position now?
I'd probably try and get that Harvester into that Bloodthirster as well, just to eliminate it.
I reckon I'd swing at it with the Crawler as well.
Yep.
Because on a 50-50 to save the wounds,
yeah,
it could outright die.
It could, yeah. I'd definitely get the Harvester in there and try and remove that Bloodthirster for sure. Because I think if he gets rid of that Bloodthirster, I think he's definitely secured that side.
Yeah.
Over on the right-hand side, I'm pretty sure he's doing pretty good over there.
Yeah.
Really, like, I don't think anything's going to be able to shoot that priest, unfortunately. But I'd be trying to do as many wounds on Archaon as possible. So I'd probably shoot him with the Harvester. I'm not sure whether you try and get that other unit of 10 around the back of Archaon. I probably would. Why not? Because you've got the 20-man unit hold. Like, if Archaon does die, you've got the 20-man unit there anyway holding the objective. So, that unit of 20 Mortec Guard has been doing quite a bit of damage to Archaon. So those other units of 10 that's sort of sitting off to the left there aren't really doing anything.
So Sean's going with a tricksy move here. We were just talking about it. He's going to attack in the hero phase for a blood tithe point.
Yep.
So he's just trying to figure out who he wants to attack.
Oh, okay, so he's between the Mortec Guard and the
Cavalos. Yeah, so that was a good move. We're on the money there.
I don't know.
Yep, so he's going into the Cavalos.
Okay.
Which is not a bad move. Though it's going to be hard to take him down. A 2-up save. Ignores the first wound.
Oh, he only gets 1 through.
Yep, yeah, so...
I feel like spending those blood tithe points did not pay off.
No. It was a good choice. Good choice to attack, but...
Oh, definitely, yeah. He I mean, we were already just talking about that maybe a turn ago, like what you would do with your blood type points, whether you attack in your hero phase or sneaky move or summon or...
I feel like just getting that extra round of attack in almost for free was definitely worth it. Because he's behind the 8-ball over there.
Right, so he's, the Harvester looks like it's going to go into those Reavers, which we know from looking at the last combat that it took out a unit without any dramas.
There's a good chance it'll kill him.
And it's just interesting to see what he does with that other unit of 10 Mortek guards sitting there.
Yeah. Is he going to try? I would try and throw him into Archaon. I don't think there's any detriment to it.
No, definitely not.
The more attacks, the better.
If he can't
there you go.
If he can't kill him this turn, Sean's... Oh, it depends if Sean can hold out the combat of next turn too, actually.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, so he's definitely moving those guys up, we can see.
Yeah, he's going to go around. He's just going to surround Archaon. Get as many attacks in as possible. Especially while Archaon's so neutered on his to-hit rolls.
Oh, yeah, being neg 2. That's so rough.
Yeah, it's worked well for me when I was using Catacross.
Right, yeah, so he's moving Big Dog, cut across up.
Looks like he's going to try and get it fairly central so he can heal both sides.
Yep.
Or is he going to push over to the left to try and affect that combat?
So the crawler looks like it's coming up to be 3 inches away from the Bloodthirster, which we sort of saw happening as well. It's probably going to shoot. He's got a choice there, whatever he wants to do there. I would probably shoot the one that's on the objective since it's an objective game, but we'll see what happens. Catapult's coming up too, and like you guessed, you thought it was going to... It's gone towards the left-hand side, so probably going to guess that it's going to shoot down that Bloodthirster as well.
Well, that'd be where I'd go.
Yeah.
Makes the most sense.
Yeah.
The least defended target that means the most. Like, Archaon would be good, but his armor save is just too good to fling those catapults at it.
Yeah, yep.
It looks like 3 hits from the catapult.
2 wounds.
He takes 1.
Oh, no, he did.
Oh.
He did shoot Archaon. I thought he was going to go into the Bloodthirster.
Oh, sorry, that was the
that was the Harvester. I was like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, so the other half has done nothing in his shooting phase, so we're going to go to the crawler now.
Yep. Oh, Catacross.
Yeah, he's throwing it at that Bloodthirster like we talked about.
Yeah.
He's hit twice. And 1 wound's gone through. We're going to see an armor save. 50-50.
Passes.
And he loves it.
That's good. He's around for past the shooting phase anyway.
Where's he going to go now? Charges.
So
the Harvester's going into the Reavers.
Yep.
I'm just trying to figure out where he wants it. And if the other Harvester goes in, that puts basically all the combat units in combat.
So he's just trying to stay out of 3 inches of Archaon.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get clipped by innocent a cheeky Slayer of the Kings. Oh, it'll be out of his range, so I think it's a 2-inch range on that one.
2-inch, but the Harvester's not a hero anyway.
Oh, okay.
I don't believe so. And that does look like the other Mortek guard, that 10-man unit has made a successful charge as well. So he's now got a unit of 20, a unit of 10, surrounded Archaon.
Yeah, it's super smart. You just keep throwing attacks in and he'll just die eventually.
Yeah, you'd think so. And then we've got 1 charge left probably from that other Harvester, I'd say.
Yeah.
Boom! He's made it in there too.
Yeah, nice. So that insensate rage can still explode and hurt him, though.
Yeah.
By the look of that. Because it's a 6-inch bubble? 8-inch bubble.
8. But I'm pretty sure he's wounded. That it's probably not going to be very. It's still something, but it's not as good as it was.
It's just something to think about. But I don't think he can get out of the bubble while being attacking that Bloodthirster.
So I know Carwin's definitely spending some RDP here on his
it'd be
units.
smart to push in hard, I think, here.
You really want... Like, this is the turn where if Sean's going to hold them after this, and his turn, I don't think Carwin's going to be able to.
Yep.
He's only behind by 2 points, but...
If he can secure that right-hand one for the rest of the game, and possibly cap the left one for a turn.
Yep. So, I don't know whether he's gone with the Harvester first into the Bloodthirster or the Liege.
The Harvesters attack the Bloodthirster, put 3 wounds on him.
Okay.
I don't know if that's before saves. That's pretty good.
Yeah. That is good. What have we got going on now? They look like they all
the
hit.
Bloodthirster's got 1 wound left.
Oh, does he?
That Cavalos will take it off then.
Well, he's got some saves to make because I think that Harvester probably still had some.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
Ooh, no.
Oh, that's big. That's massive.
Yeah, so the Liege is not there to hold it, but the Mortec Guard are.
So the more, righto.
But doesn't it? Yeah, someone has to move on to it. So he still doesn't cap that because the Mortec Guard are already there. You have to. I'm pretty sure you still have to move on to the objective to cap it.
So how does that work?
Well, I think it's worded that you can only take it off him if you kill it and then you're within 3 inches. I'm not sure. I'll have to read the scenario.
But
I think there's something.
The Harvester is
No.
eligible.
No,
Yeah.
and the Liege isn't in within 3 inches either.
So will piling counts move?
You can still pile in, yes.
Yeah. But will piling count to move on and claim the objective? I believe so.
I believe so, yes. I think the only thing that isn't is retreating. So I'm not sure what they came to the conclusion there, but I think the unit that killed the unit holding it has to be within range.
Yeah.
I don't have a GHB here to clarify
neither do
that,
I.
but I think there is a catch there somewhere.
Yep. And there's a good chance that the Bloodthirster over there is locked down and he can't even move to make a pile in and claim it.
Yeah, I'm not sure actually. It's very, I don't think he's quite there. If he can use the Reaper's of Vengeance thing and pile in for a second time, maybe. Like, it depends if he kills any the first time, but where Carwin takes him from. And if he can pile in for a second time, might be able to just sneak his way in there, but I'm not sure.
I'm not 100% because I've never had this happen, but I don't know how it goes in terms of clarity. Like, the first person to move claims it, or like the most bodies. I'm not sure how this works. So they're both. I'm not sure if they're both eligible right now with a move. So
yeah, I think they're just deciding where to do his combat because he's sort of adamant one of them's going to die.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one, but...
Yeah, because the Bloodthirster over there is on fairly low wounds too.
Yeah.
And with all those Mortec Guard around.
I think he's only got 4 or 5 left or something like that, so...
With all those Mortec Guard around Archaon, I don't know if he'll live through this turn either.
Probably not. I think we sort of guessed that he'd taken 9 last turn.
Yeah, so he's taken 1 more from the Harvester.
Oh yeah, so 10.
So, there's
10
potential with 30 Mortec Guard around him.
Yeah.
Yep, so the Bloodthirster is going to be attacking first.
Everyone within a certain range is going to take some mortal wounds because he managed to get off some exploding damage.
so we got 2 exploding 6's health,
Yep.
but because he's so low on wounds, it's only one wound explodes.
Oh, okay.
One mortal wound explodes, rather.
Right.
Nice. So Carwin's doing his usual shenanigans. He's saving all the models. I think he saved them all, to be honest. I don't think he's taken any away. This is just getting out of hand.
Yeah, so thanks, Matthew Tyrrell. It looks like, it says here, only one hero or battle line unit can control each objective at a time. If more than one is eligible, then the first to arrive controls it. If a hero or battle line unit slays an enemy hero that is controlling an objective or destroys an enemy battle line unit that is controlling an objective, then they immediately gain control of it if they are within 3 inches, and he is not.
Yep.
So he doesn't have that one. Oh, I don't think anyone's commenting in our chat.
Yeah, I'm
What
just
is
not
what
sure.
is happening, people down there? No smart ass comments against Dennis or anything.
Yeah,
Either that or
no.
our stream chat's frozen.
Yeah, well, that's what I was just wondering.
I'm not sure. If there's anyone that can comment on there just for us to check, that'd be really good. Just to see what's happening. There's a lot of crowding around this table now. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. So they've just worked out that Cowan piling in around the Bloodthirster counts as a move, so he'll be claiming the objective.
Oh, with the Mortec guard?
Yeah.
Yep. So he didn't hold it until one of them moved. And even the Liege... Oh, no, the Liege didn't charge. Sorry, it was the Harvester. My bad. Don't worry about that. That was just useless information.
Yeah, well, because the Liege there won't be doing much there.
No.
He'll just be parked up doing nothing.
He's just chilling. Oh, yeah. Matt. Thanks,
yeah.
Matty.
Ah, cool. Thanks, Matt.
Saving the day.
I was just about to refresh and try and figure out why the chat wasn't moving. But everyone's just
Hobbying
hard.
No one wants to chat with us. It's fine. So he's counting up. Ugh.
Well, the thing is, Gemma, they've probably got me muted, so...
Yeah, well, I mean, I probably would too. I can do it at home, but on the actual podcast thing. Looks like there's a lot of wound rolls and that Bloodthirster.
He took 18 wounds.
Oh.
He had 4 left.
Yep.
Had to save on 5 ups.
Yep.
I don't know about you, but the math doesn't say it's likely.
No.
So yeah, he's lost that Bloodthirster over there.
Rightio. So he's
I think I can
very
see
much
a
secured.
Stoker
Yep.
hanging behind there.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he's going to be much of a threat there, though, unfortunately. So he's definitely secured that
That's
left-hand
really interesting.
objective.
I didn't think that left side would go that way, to be honest. I thought
Me
the
either.
Bloodthirsters could do a lot more work than that.
Yeah, you're right. Like,
Whiffing
if
through
that
rounds.
Unfettered Fury one actually did some damage to start off with, I think it would have been a whole different story. But unfortunately, the 3 rounds of whiffing.
Yeah, well, those exploding 6s happening at the very end when he was almost dead did not help.
No, not even a little bit.
That was straight up. It might have been a different game. Cowan's over there just gloating. He knows he's got this one. He's just gloating like a madman. I could see it in his eyes. So Archaon's whiffed another round of combat after missing all his attacks or the Mortec guard just saving him. And yes, I do see the face in the battle plan. I think that's actually pretty funny. I've never noticed that before. Poor Archaon. He just parked up there, held the objective, and he's killed nothing.
So many more tech guard in his face.
He's killed like 3 models though this game.
Oh, those negs are just ridiculous.
Yeah, Adam. He's over there shaking his head at me like he's going to be, he's still going to lose this game, but he's got it, I'd say.
Yeah, well, he'll get 1 point again for that one on the left, and depending on how, he can only get 2 points, but then that's...
Yeah, but this is turn 3.
Mm-hmm. And then we get 2 points each next turn, then 3 points each the next turn.
So the 10-man Mortek Guard did 14 damage to Archaon.
Holy frig.
And he took
saves.
8 of them after saves.
Wow.
He's got 2 wounds left.
Got 2 wounds left. That's still got the 20-man unit to go.
Don't be like that, Matt. They're not dumb. They're very smart. Yeah, he's got the 20-man unit. He won't cap that one because Archaon won't die until after. But it does mean that Sean won't be able to cap it next turn, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're going to see some Reavers go into the Harvester.
Yep.
Not likely to do a whole lot.
What do you mean? They have the two-handed axe? It's got rend.
Yeah, they're Reavers.
I had to stop from actually saying the proper F-bomb, Adam. I just had to say frig. I don't know why, but...
This is a
It's
child-friendly stream, I'm sure.
It's our own channel.
Matt.
Yeah, so with Archaon only having 2 wounds left, I'm pretty sure he's not going to see this turn.
Whoop. There's the handshake, guys.
Rightio. So, yep, that's it. There's no way. Yeah, he hasn't got anything left on the table really to be able to secure anything. So, he will win. Carwin,
Yeah, so
OBR.
Carwin will cap the win because there's just nothing that's going to be able to take that objective, either objective from next turn.
No, definitely not. If Sean had won a priority, though, it probably would have been a bit of a different story for sure. And if that Bloodthirster had have done its job, it probably would have been a bit of a different story as well. But it is a dice game, and we can't help that at all. So we still got, I think, 1 game still happening over here.
We got Gabe and Gammy.
Yeah, if they're still playing. I think they're packing up.
They're definitely. Yeah,
And
so that's it. That's all the game's done.
I don't know about Brady.
Oh,
Brady
actually,
and
they
Zach,
might be. Yeah,
they
they're
might
picking
still
up
be playing.
dice. They're still playing.
So what we'll do is I'll just put the break screen up, guys. Hopefully we're back within, I don't know, 15 minutes or so for the last round of the day.
Yeah, we won't be too long, hopefully.
I got a special guest to commentate with the last one.
Yeah, so
I won't get the winner of this game to come on because he's commentating the game next. So I'll ask him about that when we are commentating. But until then, people, thanks very much for watching, and we shall be back shortly.
Yeah. See you guys.